we're back in the kitchen with Angie, and she is a mom of twins, also owns a really cool business downtown Broadway, Green Bay, where you can learn to knit and learn to make jewelry, you name it. You always wanted to do it, get crafty. Angie will teach you how with really cool classes. Right now, we're going to make a homemade cake this is one of your kids' favorites, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. This is, I think, the best chocolate cake.
Ooh, it's a chocolate fudge root beer cake, so I can hardly wait. So, all right, walk me through it here.
All right. First of all, we are going to bring together our root beer, which is 2 cups here. And then we have a stick of butter.
Okay.
And cocoa powder.
Okay. So do you actually taste the root beer, or does it just kind of make it nice and moist?
You taste it a little bit.
Okay.
If you do want more root beer flavor, you can do root beer liqueur.
Okay.
Brings it out a little more, but I make this for the kids, so I just keep it with the soda.
Sure, sure.
And then once that's melted down, you bring in your sugars.
Okay, so I'll work on this.
Yep, and meanwhile, I'll put our dry ingredients together, which is just the flour, salt, and baking soda.
Okay. I'm a big fan of box cake mixes because they're so quick and easy, but this is pretty darn easy too.
Yeah, I've been trying to get away from the real convenient things and make it myself, and it pays off usually. I mean, this is a really, really good, so very moist.
Smells heavenly with the chocolate and the root beer and the butter in here.
Yeah.
So we did this one in a bundt cake, but you could do this in any type of a pan, cake pan, a 9 by 13 or a bundt is always so pretty.
Yep.
And then while I'm waiting for this to all come together, Angie, we can work on the frosting. It looks like it's a fudgy chocolate frosting.
Yeah. So the frosting is very, very easy. It's all in the food processor.
Okay. I'm gonna move you over just a little bit.
Yep.
And again, more root beer in the frosting too.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the eggs are actually going to go into the cake.
Okay.
There.
All right.
But for the frosting here, we just do our butter.
Okay.
More cocoa powder. Root beer. And powdered sugar.
And then melted, just melted semi-sweet chocolate?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to add 2, it looks like we've got white sugar, granulated sugar, and brown sugar to this. What's the oven temperature that we preheat this to?
325.
325, okay. Brown sugar got a little crunchy.
And that is it for our fudgy frosting. It comes out perfectly smooth.
Oh my gosh.
And a nice thick fudge.
That looks fantastic. So I'm just waiting for this to all come together here.
Yep. But it's got some nice spice flavor from the root beer.
Kind of fun ingredient there. And I know when you add soda to cake mix, it just keeps it nice and moist.
Yes. Yep. It's very, very moist.
Okay. So at home, maybe let this melt a little bit longer. But I just dump it right in to the flour.
Right in. And you want to be sure not to over mix this, just because it can get a little tough. But it does need to be blended pretty well to get the
Did we have
flour.
any baking powder or soda or anything? Okay.
Yep.
That was in there with the flour. Okay.
Baking soda in with the flour and salt. And the one trick with bunts is to make sure you let it cool completely before you even try to flip it.
Okay, yes.
Don't get anxious, because then you'll miss the top.
Got it.
And well-greased pans. So.
Yeah, yeah.
But once we get the flour all incorporated, we just pour it in our pan. You could do muffins too, would be cute. It makes a ton of frosting too, and
that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but you could certainly spread it in a pan.
Okay.
And just use it as root beer fudge on its own without the cake.
Yum. It smells, like I say, that chocolate smells amazing. Yeah. So into the 325 oven it goes, bakes for about how long?
I think it's 35 minutes. I rotate it halfway through, so that helps to get it all even. But
and then when it comes out, we let it cool and then frost it with that frosting.
With the root beer fudge.
Really, really fun. You can get the recipe on our website, fox11online.com. Click on the Living tab and recipes, and it'll be right there. And to find out more about your schedules, your class schedules, and things like that.
Yep, we're on Facebook and have a website.
So tell us the website and Facebook.
www.DIYstudiogifts.com, and then our Facebook is just DIY Studio. You have to make sure you put the periods in, or you don't find us.
Okay, and then any fun classes come to mind that are coming up?
We have a medium at the studio next week who's coming, so that should be very fun. And that's what I can think of at the moment, but we always do glass fusing every week, and that open craft Wednesday nights where you can do whatever you want.
Oh, very, very cool. And if you want to do a specific class and bring a group of girlfriends for a shower or just to get together, give them a call and you can set them up.
We can do that.
Thanks for sharing your family's recipes. I love it. Can't wait to make both the chimneys and this root beer chocolate cake too.